Miranda Lambert coming between Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani? Is Miranda Lambert coming between Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani? According to a new report, she's the real reason the couple called off their plans to walk down the aisle. But as Gossip Cop has already reported, Shelton and Stefani never had any such plans. This story is just a tabloid's attempt at covering up its previous lies. And right off the bat, Life and Style once again proves it doesn't know what it's talking about. The article in question starts by asserting Shelton named his new album after a magical week he spent with Stefani at his Oklahoma ranch. In actuality, Shelton has already explained that Texoma Shore is named for Lake Texoma, where he spent time as a child and recorded the album. It's roughly an hour away from his ranch in Tishomingo. This flub is a signal to readers that the tabloid doesn't actually have the insight it pretends. After misrepresenting the origins of Shelton's new album, the Gossip magazine continues on the subject of Shelton and Stefani's relationship by asserting he isn't ready to marry because he still struggles with the heartbreak of his split from Miranda. A so-called insider is quoted as saying, "Blake had hoped that time would ease the pain of the divorce and the betrayal he felt, but it just hasn't." And consequently, claims the outlet, what happened with Miranda is coming between him and Gwen, delaying their marriage despite the fact they are madly in love. Fact is an interesting word choice right there, given that this publication previously claimed in a July cover story that Stefani and Shelton were married in a secret wedding. Gossip Cop rightly busted the allegation at the time, confirming the couple had not wed. Then in August, the tabloid tried backtracking with a piece that made no mention of a wedding and instead alleged Stefani and Shelton were having tension. Now in November, Life and Style is further trying to distance itself from its wedding lie by maintaining the marriage was called off due to Shelton's unresolved feelings towards Lambert. Blake admits he's still devastated, a supposed source alleges to the magazine, which contends that his failed marriage to Lambert has left him wary of tying the knot again. So, is this end for Shelton and Stefani? Conveniently, the outlet asserts she's on the same page. Claims the alleged snitch, Gwen has also realized that she doesn't need to get married again. The aforementioned insider even adds, Blake and Gwen are committed to having a baby together. They just don't want to get married. It's funny that the publication is now adding a baby storyline into its marriage narrative, since it also lied about Stefani being a pregnant bride more than a year ago. In that cover story, Lambert was also supposedly pregnant and getting married, too. Both claims were untrue, and time proved Gossip Cop's debunkings were correct. So now we're going to be blunt. A tabloid that previously made up weddings and pregnancies, one that doesn't even know the real meaning of Shelton's album title, does not have real inside information about his alleged reluctance to marry Stefani. This appears to be fabricated, just like the falsehoods that came before it. And from what Gossip Cop is told by our own contacts, who did not wish to be identified, whether Shelton and Stefani eventually wed or don't wed will have nothing to do with Lambert. She has no influence on their relationship and he has moved on, except in fictional tabloid stories.